Hey there, family and friends. Welcome back to Healthy Living on the Homestead. We are here located in upstate South Carolina. And as many of you know, this is our first growing season here in our new location. So I wanted to bring you along on our first summer garden tour of 2025. So this is middle of June 2025. And so come along and I'll show you what we've got growing. All righty. So here we go. Here is our garden setup for this season. This is our backyard, our fenced backyard for our golden retriever Bo. And so we decided to put our kitchen garden back here because it is more protected. And as you can see, we have set up these T-posts and these cattle panels so that we can grow our tomatoes vertically here. And in the back here, we have some peppers over there, and I will take you in just a moment up there to see them up close. And then around the edge, we this area is already fenced, and so what we did, we just went around the whole edge with about 3 feet of chicken wire and really attached that firmly all the way down so that we can keep the little bunnies and other critters out of our garden. So this is where we have our kitchen garden. And instead of putting the garden beds up this year, we just decided to go with the grow bags and the T-post and using galvanized steel cattle panels. So they're real sturdy and they are supposedly not going to rust. So that's awesome. So let me take you through here and show you all the tomatoes that we have growing here. We have 24 different varieties, and there's two of most of those. So we have about 45 tomato plants here. So let's just go quickly through and I'll show you what we've got. This one is called the Showstopper. And look at that. Already got lots of blooms going. And this one is called Paul Robeson. Okay. And the next bag here is San Marzano. And we've got the yellow zebra right here. And we have been, this one's getting really big actually, already climbing up the cattle panels. So that was the yellow zebra. And then we have the Amish paste here. Really good for making your sauces and so forth. That one's looking so good, so healthy. Love it. And we've been coming out here, this is our first gardening season here in this new location. So we are being extra diligent to check for pests and little eggs and so forth. Oh, this one's growing like halfway up this cattle panel already. Very good. And that was the Rutgers. This really tall one is the Rutgers. Then we have the Cosmic Burst right here. Look at the tomatoes in here. Cosmic Burst. You see these? The purple shoulders. So pretty. There's another one over here. Look at this one. It's got really pretty little stripes. That's Cosmic Burst. And then the last one on this trellis here is called Boar's Tooth. It's looking a little bit sad right now because we are in a heat wave and it was like 90 today. So this is Abigail. This is my favorite for a slicing tomato. This one here on the end, the first one is the Abigail. This one is the Brandywine. I just love the leaves on this one. Look at these leaves. They're so pretty. Yeah, very pretty. That was the Brandywine, and now this one is the Pineapple. This is the Pineapple tomato. It's looking a little bit sad too because of the heat today. And then we've got the Marble Stripe. So that's going to be fun. This produces really beautiful striped tomatoes, and the Cherokee Purple is right here. Okay. And the Copia. This one's getting nice and big. Yep, there's two of those. And we have the Beefsteak. Oh, this one's looking like it had a rough go today because of the heat. So it was looking really nice and plump last night and this morning, but today at the end of the day it is not. This is the gold medal right here at the end. And so these cattle panels are 16 feet long in case you were curious. And so we've got, what do we have? 8 grow bags on each of these cattle panels. Let me take you back here to the third one. And let's take a look here. We've got the Woodle Orange. That is a favorite of ours, the Woodle Orange. And the Golden Sunray is right here. And we've got the Black Cherry. This one's getting really tall. Look at this. I'm going to stand back. So look at the Black Cherry is this one right here. And look, It's already getting up there. And there's the top. So it's a good halfway up the cattle panels. And here's the sun gold. This is my very favorite of the cherry tomatoes, the sun gold. And look at all these blooms. So happy to see it's doing well here. Very pretty. So that's the sun gold. And then we have Brad's Atomic Grape tomato, which is right here. Don't want to get too close because then you can't tell what's what. And then we have the black and brown boar right here. This is the black and brown boar. And then the sweetie, the second one from the end is the sweetie. That's another cherry tomato. It's looking really happy. And look at this one, you guys. This blueberry tomato. And look, I'm going to get in closer. You see what I see under here? Look at these little guys. So cute. All right, so now I'm going to take you back behind these three cattle panels. And here's our bird feeder. We enjoy watching the birds every day back here. They've been really enjoying these cattle panels as extra purchase for them. They're like, oh, thank you. We appreciate that. Extra places for them to hang out. Okay, let's see. So we have our peppers back here and some squash, tomatillos, okra, things like that. So I'm going to show you these up close as well. This is the red bountiful. It's a bell pepper, and look under here. Look what we have. Oh, look. So we're really happy. They're growing well, and they've got some more flowers on. So that's great. And then we have sweet banana peppers. And look under here. Oh my God. It is time to harvest some of these. Look how big. Look how big they are. Oh my goodness. So there's a few right here. They're growing. Get you a good look. And then back here too. Look at that. See if I can. So that's our sweet banana pepper plant. Is just so happy. We have a tomatillo here, and it is wild. It's our wild child. Look at this tomatillo right here. Oh my goodness. It has several blossoms, and it is our wild child. It's growing in every direction. Okay, and then over here we have the Corno de Toro, and look under here. They're huge. These things are good 5 inches. So ready to harvest. And there's some growing under there, as you can see. And there's our Black Beauty zucchini right there. And look at you guys, this thing is just busting out. Look in the middle there. I mean, there's all these blossoms, but then look, if you look down in here, oh my goodness. It's just busting out the middle. Same with over here. So they're real happy. So that's the Black Beauty zucchini. Looking forward to that. Clemson spineless okra. So this is our first season growing okra. But you know, we're in upstate South Carolina now, and we're like, it's time to start growing some okra. So they look really happy. And this is a variety. It's called the Clemson spineless. And so, you know, Clemson University's here, not far from us. And so this variety is supposed to do really well in this specific climate. And the spineless part of it, it doesn't have the prickles on the plant. So when you go to harvest, you're not going to get your arms kind of scratched up or irritated. And also on the okra itself, it won't have any kind of pricklies on it. So that's the spineless, the Clemson spineless okra. This is the Waltham butternut squash. We love to eat butternut squash. So looking forward to this. I hope this plant, you know, comes back really well after being transplanted into these grow bags. And this is the straight 8 cucumber. Yeah, we eat butternut squash and cucumbers, of course, every week. So hopefully these will do well. This is another cucumber, the Marketmore. And the leaves are looking really good. Looking happy. And this is the national cucumber, the national pickling cucumber right here, looking good. And then we have the habanero under here. And it's got some blossoms. Look at that. The leaves look beautiful. So that's our habanero right there. And we're excited. We've got, you know, the habanero, jalapeno, the Corno de Toro. My husband likes to make his own hot sauce. So we'll see if we have enough for him to make a batch this year. And then, of course, we've got the sweet banana peppers. We love those. And bell peppers. You know, you can use those in so many different ways. One of the ways I love to use peppers is putting them in my scrambled eggs. So I just love to chop them up and throw them in there. So I hope you really enjoyed our first garden tour of 2025. This is kind of the middle of June, and I hope to do one each month for the next few months to kind of let you see the progression of our first kitchen garden here. And it is in our fenced backyard, so hopefully it is protected enough from the critters that everything will grow well and we will have a bountiful harvest. So I hope your garden is growing well for you and you will enjoy the fruit of your labor. And God bless you and keep you, and we will see you next time.